No luck in the Yakuza free sphere today. We being real nasty. Oy, oy, oy. I think for tonight's like evening stream, we'll just do the LAD. I was really hoping, I'm really hoping that we can get a good run like we did the other day with LAD. I'm still upset about that run. Like, I know don't get attached to LAD runs before the end game, but man, I was attached to that run. I was like world record pace at points. That's really frustrating. I'm still mad about it. Alright. Once again, back to Kamurocho. Thanks, Yakuza free! I have good tutorials for once today, that'd be great. Out of my tutorials being ass. Yeah, now I think I'd like to like carry this on for at least December, where we do like, you know, day stream and evening stream. Day stream will start a little bit earlier over the next couple of days. I had to finish off a couple of things today. Mostly Christmas related, a little bit GDQ related. How fucking hard it is to try and get a fucking COVID booster at this point. Shit sucks. It really sucks. I would like a COVID booster before I go to Pittsburgh. But it is becoming increasingly fucking hard to do so. Like, increasingly hard to do so. I had my flu booster all booked in for Monday as well, so that's gonna probably hit me kinda hard for a little time. See how, again, like, one of those hits just did not count as a hit. Game's wild. What a video game. You hit the enemy, and it doesn't count as you hitting the enemy. Not hitting him off the wall sucks. Huh. Oh, it's not. Thank you. Probably should have ran off the other guy, but whatever. Yeah, the nice thing is all the enemies in this tutorial, like, take the damage that you give to them. These hitboxes. Stop this. Stop this. Hey. Keeps happening. Just keeps happening. Right. If we could get the free hit combo at the start of this tutorial, that'd be really swell. I'd appreciate that, thanks. I'd very much appreciate that. But yeah, we can do like with the day streams that we do this week. We don't even have to do like all like speedrun stuff. We can do different things as well. We can absolutely do stuff like you know. Sure, I was speaking to Haruka for a second there. We can do stuff like, you know, Elden Ring, bloody Street Fighter again, because I know people enjoyed seeing Street Fighter. We'll go back to a couple of, like, older things we did back earlier in the year as well, like Theater Rhythm, because that's all of its DLC is out now. They literally released the Final Fantasy 16 DLC, which I don't think I've even tried yet. Some Hitman, maybe like a Biorand or two, that would be, like, good daytime content. So we can do other, like, non-speedrun stuff. I could even use day streams to do, like, you know, speedrun learning stuff. Because, like, again, I've got a lot of runs that I still owe before the end of the year, and, like, That's gonna take a while to get through them, especially when I'm losing, like, you know, a good chunk of my time to having to stream 149 hours. Oh my god, he did it! Oh my god, he did it! Oh my god, he actually did it! Oh, praise he be, he actually fucking did it! The goddamn triple combo, he actually did it. Holy shit. Here's a Christmas miracle. Still can't enter you New York style hot dog and coffee. I just want to go in there one day. Maybe. Maybe one day. You know what I miss in terms of runs that'd be good as like a day stream run as well? Nice. Kenzan! I haven't done Kenzan in a couple of months. I saw him attacking you though, that's why I wanted to do that. Good, I want to push him backwards so that he's like with everybody else for this. Look at that bike! What a good bike! That's more like it. See? That's more like it. That's the shit right there.
Happy Yakuza Friday, everyone.
That's the shit right there. God, now you can understand what I've been trying to fucking do in this tutorial. God damn. Much better. Danny, man, thank you for the tier 1 for 11 months. I appreciate it. That's the good shit right there. There you go. That's more like it. We're already like 20 seconds ahead of like the last attempt now because of that. It's absolutely the good shit right there. Also, the nice thing about this game is that R1 isn't walk, so we can actually just, you know, like hold it and skip like all text before we get to like a point that has text. Pretty nice. I like Yak's free for that. I don't like how sensitive the fucking movement is. Original was a lot tighter.
Oh?
Yeah, we haven't done Kenzan in a long time. Kenzan runs kept fucking me over. I pushed him away. Bad, because it's just bad. Thank you. Gonna get him up. How did that miss? Alright. Hold on. Did you feel the heat? Actually, was such a good angle to do the full combo. Feel the heat. Thank you. Alright, that's not too bad. That's not great. That's not too bad. He's not dead, I don't think. I don't think this actually kills. He'll just have like 1 HP. Oh, that killed. I think that was just... Alright, that's a decent match, I'll take that. That's fine. That's better than earlier. That might actually be a gold. Alright, cool. There we go. Jesus Christ. See? Not hard, is it? Not hard at all. There we go. That's what we're after. Wait. Yeah, I've been thinking about Kenzan a lot lately. I think I thought about Kenzan a lot during the Ishin run yesterday. I have nothing against Lady Ishin. It's just, man, it's kind of like Fist of the North Star. Like, I don't mind them like casually, but my god, for like the actual run themselves. Fuck, that's the wrong option. For the actual like run themselves, they just really exacerbate the problems, like, with, obviously, like, Fist of North Star and, like, Ishin. Like, just exacerbate, like, all the downtime, the shitty-ass stamina system in Ishin, which is literally a fucking byproduct of, like, you know, 10 years ago, like, RGG design, like. I just wish it had just a bit more quality of life, that's all. That's all. Yeah, future day streams will likely be like a 3 to 4 hour stream rather than, you know, what the fuck? Rather than like a 2-hour stream from like today. butts. I always keep trying to run to the right when I go to episode. Keep forgetting that it gets me in trouble. Give me my butts. Sell things. Ah. If you're wondering, yes, we do need to sell these down X's for the 1,000 yen. It's an extra taxi. Like, it is actually, like, really tight money-wise, but it is an extra taxi. Fight spawns. I haven't actually mentioned this once today. The reason why we're panning the camera down isn't for fight spawns, it's for civilians. You can see how the civilians ahead of us here just, like, mysteriously vanished out of existence. It's how it works. Alright. So not being a jackass this time, Rukia. Hey, that's the wrong way, my dude. I wouldn't mind us going, you know, to the right. That would be great. That's not the right. Just get him in this corner. That doesn't work. This might not be with the signs, but the damage isn't, like, too bad. That was a bad timing on that one. I wish it was with the signs, because if we had the sign damage at first, I think that would have been a good fight. That's still an okay fight, but I think if we had the double sign damage, and then he went that way and got hit as many times as he did, I think it would have been better. But hey, I lost him at the start. Still not bad. Like, I'm not gonna complain too hard about that Rukia fight, but yeah. Could have been better. Could have been better. It's still carry-onable with that. The coffee. I need another cup of tea. The cup of tea I had at the start of the stream is starting to wear off. And that's the other issue, is today is going to be a little less, like, energy-wise, because, like, obviously I, like, forced myself awake for today to finish off, like, Christmas stuff. I've had to deal with that, and I've had to deal with trying to deal with the NHS, which, that never goes well these days. That never goes well these days. Yeah, because that's where my gold is, so I'm going to lose a little bit of time, I think, in the chapter, but that's fine. Ooh. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll take only 2 seconds. Again, if we'd have got the signs of Rukia, I think that would have been a very, very good fight. But, oh. Well, fine. There's too many cars for that. It just get really annoying. Yeah, we walk away from Haruka there because it's quicker to go to the left than it is to the doorway. Excuse me. Oh. Tea is kicking my ass along there. You have to do all 3 options for sure. It doesn't matter which one you pick first. Just go for all of them. Find Taichi the Narc on the beach. The thing is, like, Kenzan is not, like, I'm gonna be brutally honest, Kenzan's not a good game. I really like Kenzan, but Kenzan is fucking rough. For all the people that don't like the combat in this game, you will not like Kenzan's. Kenzan's combat is rough. Like, Kenzan's combat is aged worse than OG Yakuza 1. And that is saying a lot. The story good? Not really. The story is the reason why the game won't come out in the West. You know the story of Miyamoto and Masashi, you pretty much know the plot of Kenzan. Congratulations. But, no, like, Kenzan has fucking tank controls in its goddamn fights. Like, your movement is literally tank control, like, it's wild. It's also weird, because Kenzan has ragdolls. Like, all the games, you would not expect Kenzan to have ragdolls, but Kenzan does. So, shouts to Kenzan. Yeah, God, Kenzan Majima is... You can tell it's the first PS3 Yakuza because, like, oh my god, the character models are fucking disastrous. Like, not Kiryu Miyamoto Musashi's, like, character model is terrible. Majima doesn't even look like Majima. And that's not just because, you know, he gets his eye patch later on. Like, he just doesn't look like Majima. Like, people talk about glow-ups. You look at Majima from Kenzan to this game, now that's a glow-up. Can I have a little better wind than earlier, please? Thank you. Appreciate it. What the fuck is that? Ah, it's a dead run. That's fucking disgusting. Great. Fucking great. I don't even know how I'm supposed to, like, counter this. At least the wind is going in the direction I want it to go in, but, like, man, what the fuck? God, I hate randomized golf. Fuck it, I'm going here. You know, that was... For that wind, I'll fucking take that. I'm not gonna fucking complain at that. Jesus Christ. That's a slight slope upwards, I think. Yeah, that's, again, that's fine. I don't care. I don't care. Jesus Christ. That's not great either. That is also not great either, to be fair. You know what? Backspin on it. Wind. Why do I keep, like... I keep, like, slicing my shot. This is really bad. This? It's downhill, idiot. And I can't read these greens. I can't read these greens to save my life. This is why I will never have a very good Yakuza free time, because I don't know how to golf. Well, two bad wins. What about the last call? What about the last hole? How bad is this going to be? It's not the best. It's also not the worst. I've had, like, the worse. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. We'll see. He's copying me. He's copying my shots. It has no creativity. Fuck off! Are you fucking kidding me? I fucking hate Yakuza free golf. Please. Jesus Christ. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. I can't deal with Yakuza free. That's lost me a bunch of time. What fucking terrible wind as well. Every fucking hole. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's going so bad. I don't want to lose a minute to Tamashiro again, please. I just want to end the run and have some curry. Daichi in the house. Tapioca in the house. How you doing, Tap? It's not going well if you consider I've been live for 2 hours and I'm still just finishing golf. I passed golf earlier, but I don't think there's a single boss I have done well today. I somehow completely dropped Rikia from the corner twice. I don't know how the fuck this keeps happening. Tamashiro didn't exactly go very well. Yeah, I'm planning to just do, I think, day streams into evening streams. I was supposed to finish, like, because I had stuff to do today. I started later. I was supposed to finish in, like, 20 minutes. It's a slight issue. Very, very big slight issue. I'm not finishing in 20 minutes. I'll keep this run going until it dies. That's for sure. Like, nostalgia. It's a good game. Also, I get to say this now that Gaiden is out. Fuck yeah, Gaiden makes this game even more canon than ever. Fuck yeah, looking after the kids in the orphanage. But look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. Who would have imagined he goes to where he is? Look at this guy. So proud of this kid. So proud of this goddamn kid. You gotta play Yakuza 3 to get the full feels experience for Gaiden. Yeah, no fucking skipping 3 now. 3's important. It kind of sucks. I understand why people, you know, like, it kind of feels like the old days again, where, like, you know, people understandably struggle to, like, do all these games, because there is now, like, you know, 8 fucking mainline games with the 9th next month. Like, it is, you know, how do I balance all of this Yakuza? It's like, yeah, no, it's true. No, it wouldn't. Like, that's the thing. And that's also the other thing, and that's the reason why I get mad at people asking for a Kiwami 3. Like, people ask for a Kiwami 3 whilst moaning about 2 things. One, the combat. Yeah, the combat would change with a Kiwami 3. I don't necessarily think it would be better. I have an issue with RPG remakes and their combat. I don't think that they are very good. It is okay to not like the combat, or not like a Yakuza game. It is absolutely okay. You don't have to like all of them. But the other thing that people absolutely vehemently complain about is too much time with the kids in the orphanage. I'm not trying to flip you off. Too much time with the kids in the orphanage. Which, hey, fun fact, a Kiwami doesn't fix that. A Kiwami absolutely does not fix that. Look at the way that Yakuza 1 and 2 were remade in the Kiwamis, because every single story beat is exactly the fucking same. The only difference is that with Yakuza 2, they removed the little district of Senseicho and put everything into Sotenbori. Which, again, like, all the plot stuff is still the same. It's just moved location. Like, you would still have your 3 chapters of Yakuza 3, this one, 4, and 10, where you would still spend a whole shit ton of time with the kids. You would still vehemently hate that, even with a Kiwami 3. Like, a Kiwami 3 does not fix your issues with Yakuza 3. Does Yakuza 3 need a remake? God, no, it doesn't. The character face is 0. Yeah, no, Taichi replaced with Kuze. Ricky replaced with Lao Gui. Hey, Hamazaki's actually a bit of Kuze. Harry's also Kuze, so is Taichi. Koji is a Wano. Koji's absolutely a Wano. Which Lao Gui? Both of them. It's like Harvey Dent Two-Face. Little Kuze staring back, god. It wouldn't surprise me if someone's actually made, like, fucking character models like that. I don't actually mind, like joking about this, I don't actually mind the character changes for Ladishin. I actually think some of them are really good. But, yeah, god, like, again, like, your problems with Yakuza 3 are not fixed with a Kiwami. And at this point, I would rather they spend money on making, say, a new Gaiden, rather than constantly remaking the games. Because, like, if you remake Yakuza 3, people then start going, hey, what about remaking Yakuza 4? Yakuza 4 doesn't need a fucking remaster. It did, like, hell, it, like, didn't need a, like, when Yakuza's 3 through 5 were announced for remasters, everybody vehemently agreed that it's, like, one game that's not going to get any benefits from this. It's just Yakuza 4. Because there was nothing wrong inherently with Yakuza 4. Like, it's the one game on the PS3 that just has, like, you know, probably 0 issues with it. Like, with this being, like, the first mainline PS3 game, there were drops in places. But Yakuza 4 was surprisingly stable. And Yakuza 5 was not. Yakuza 5 on PS3 was a rough old time in certain places. Oof. It ran me forward bats. It would play better because Dragon Engine bats. No, it wouldn't. No, it would not. Like, yeah, like, the thing with Dead Souls, I've said this so many times, like, this, unironically, like, me being very serious with all of, like, LAD issues, problems with, like, you know, its quotation marks remake, the game that would benefit the most from a Ladish-in-style remake is Dead Souls. Like, shove it in the Unreal Engine, improve the controls, give it that little bit of, like, quality of life that's needed that, you know, Ladishin didn't get. And, like, honestly, that becomes an exceedingly competent third-person shooter. Like, again, even just putting binary domains controls into Dead Souls would make it a lot better. And then, obviously, like, having that remake, the frame rate would be stable, the game wouldn't crash half the fucking time. Great. Like, it's literally the one game in the series that would benefit from an Unreal Engine style remake. It is literally the one. Like, way more so than Ishin, which ran amazingly and perfectly OG on PS4. Like, I'm glad RGG put the effort in, but they just didn't need to. Like, they actually did not need to. Said hello. Like, that's the only game that would work with, like, a real style engine remake. Black Panther games are very different, and I think you would lose. The thing is, like, with the Black Panther games, everyone's like, you know, hey, do like a full remake of this, so, you know, you can get, like, you know, better controls and stuff like that. But I think that won't work for what. Why'd you turn around again? It's the second time today. Like, I don't think that just works for what, you know, the Black Panther games are. Like, you would lose, like, what makes the combat system... This is terrible. You'd lose what makes the combat system, like, super unique. I don't think you can do, like... I mean, it's not the end of the world if, like, you get, like, a full-on action brawler remake for the Black Panther games, but you would have to do so much work with that. Like, the Black Panther games, for those who don't know, they play completely differently because they're not by RGG. They're by bloody Ukes, the wrestling guys. And, like, honestly, like, they play... They don't... The word arcadey is not how I want to describe it, but you have much more of a more important focus on different body parts. Like, you focus, like, on head, chest, arm, etc. And, like, honestly, they're different. I have issues with the end games of the Black Panther games because they get... Even random encounters start taking up to, like, 5 to 10 minutes because they're just so fucking tanky. But they're different, and they're different in a very good way. But if you were to full remake that, you would lose what makes them, you know, unique. Like... Laughing at me again.
So this.
Although if you did remake the Black Panther games, you can cut down on the QTs, because Jesus Christ. Black Panther's QTs are some of the worst in the series. Like, by far. Like, and the fact they're on a PSP as well. Like, literally the scariest shit. They're not hard QTs, there's just a lot of them. I don't mind strong attack. Yeah, I need a new controller at this point. I was also having hit the pin. Ah. Please do this every time. Actually get a double with that. Am I an idiot? Yes, I did. I am. I forgot to equip my bats and do my level up. It's fine. This I remembered now. Panther. I'll do it now when I come out of this bloody QC. Tech. Oh. Hey. Alright. Yeah, every QT here is X. That's nice. Keep forgetting that. If you're wondering, I am also trying to avoid, like, picking up items, because I don't want to grab the healing items and fill up my inventory. Alright, let's do this in a better angle than last time. That's still bad. Oh, that's good, actually. I didn't think I'd hit that guy on the right. GG, that's what we were after last time. Alright, let's do this. Alright, need to concentrate. I gotta push him over here. That was such a bad thing that I just did. Go into the corner over here, please. Oh, fuck. That's why he wants to be in the corner. Yeah, I don't like this corner at all. Kinda works, but it's not great. Shit, I could have had that. I'll let him go. I'll let him go again. Oh, my Tamashiro fights are so terrible. Just do it. Yeah, my Tamashiro fights have been fucking garbage recently. I gotta practice Tamashiro. Been too long. It's like, the Feel the Heat just takes so much time, he just doesn't do any damage. He does like a little damage, but he doesn't do like that much for this time frame. Seriously? Okay. And then it goes to shit. I am stunned he didn't block that. He really should have. Man, like, how much potential time save I have here? Like, that's so bad. Like, that is such a bad fight. I have so much time save there. There's no way this should be a gold with how terrible that was. Like, I have like a good 30 to 40 seconds of time save there. That's absolutely fucking ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. I should not have that much time save there. Garbage. I don't know how I managed to save that much time. Not complaining, just... Alright, chapter 4. Now to remember all the chapter 4 stuff. Confusion. Marvel character. Would they be allowed to call it Black Panther, or have, like, Marvel got, like, a copyright on name Black Panther? Back against the run? Yeah, not a good run, unironically. I know I'm ahead, like, saying that, but, like, I literally just dropped Tamashiro and just lost, like, a good 30-40 seconds. Wild. But, yeah, we're going with a run at the very least. Not a great run, but it is a run. 0 complaints. Time for Mammy. Don't forget the locker key, dumbass. So, the locker key is now spawned in with this chapter, and there's a good couple of locker keys I need to get. That's a worm, not a locker key. But there is a locker key that I do need to get at some point in this chapter. Are we getting trying to play Yonoshiro here or later? I don't remember if it's like early on or later on. I think it's here, right? Like, as soon as we leave. Yeah, it is. Modomo! You can learn from him. He does go down to the beach, but thankfully it doesn't take you down there this time. I'll go grab it now while I remember. It is this locker key right here. This locker key is for a baseball bat. You might think I have enough baseball bats. I don't. Need more baseball bats. What are we doing? Dog. This way. There's a good couple of locker keys we'll be picking up in this chapter now that they're around. We'll be picking up later on. Grab the expulsion later on, not now. I could grab it now, whilst I run through, so I don't forget. Also remember to push the correct button to go into first person, not give it my minimap. Watch out for those 3 on the right, they're a sub-story. I have be very careful of fight spawns in this area. Why don't we pan the camera down? It's not to get rid of the fight spawns, it's to get rid of the civilians. The fight spawns in Yakuza 3 spawn in, like, fixed locations, which is nice. And unfortunately, that's a fight spawn on the left. That's okay. The bad thing is that, yeah, you can get 2 right in the way on this pathway. Thankfully, we only had the 1. If you run this game long enough, you will get the double, like, fight spawn, like, at the entrance of this street, and there's nothing you can do about it. It fucking sucks. Dog. So Yakuza 4's chase sections, you want to jump to get like a bit of momentum, but on Yakuza 3, Yakuza 3 is just fast, just run. Run your ass away. I mean, yeah, Disney are very protective of their words, so... Maybe speedrun Yakuza 3 quite easily. This is a good speedrun as well. So, there's actually speed tech coming up here. For Mame, we have to get, like, specifically items. Now, here's the thing. Of the 4 item choices you've got there, dog food, hamburgers, and milk all exist. Bones do not exist. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and look for bones at the M store. So you walk in and you speak to the shop clerk. He says, we don't have bones, idiot. So what you're supposed to do is walk over to the other shop. But fun fact, this shop clerk has selective memory. And doesn't remember that we literally 10 seconds ago asked him for bones. We go in and speak to him again, and it just skips forward. You see, that counts as our second attempt of asking. That's one on the right. See that? So when we go back, we get given another choice of things to find, which we're going to say bones again because we already tried it, and Kiryu knows that's, you know, not going to work. So he goes, oh, okay, this is stupid. And we just carry on. That saves literally, like, up to, like, if you were to go to both shops, that saves literally, like, up to 1.5 minutes. Like, it's dumb how much time save that saves. Like, I think that was found, I'm pretty confident that was found by Tap, or Tap found it on, like, a Game FAQs post or something, but I credit it to Tap, because Tap is the one that brought it to our attention. Mahjong camp, and we leave. The reason why we're going to Mahjong and out is because we need to refresh the map for this cutscene. And Mahjong camp is, like, right in front of where we need to be. So if we just go to Mahjong, it's the closest, and it just does that, and then everything is done. Easy peasy. Simple as that. That literally saves you, like, a good 1.5 minutes. It's ridiculous how much time save that saves you. Like, it's actually absurd how much time that saves you. Spawn and Bob on the left. This is Mitsuo, right? Should be Mitsuo. That means Shadowblade. Shadowblade and hopefully no enemy spawns. It's on Flash, hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's the Mitsuo bit. Legus, yeah. Yeah, that'd be the worry. But I don't think we're gonna see Black Panther in the West, because, like, I think if we were going to see certain, like, Sega property in the West, I think we'd, like, have more of a chance of seeing the second part of Persona 2 in the West. Like, you know how they, like, re-released, like, Persona 3 Portable, like, recently? I feel like they do that with, like Persona 1 and, like, the 2 parts of Persona 2 for PSP. So. If we're not seeing that, we're definitely not seeing, you know, Black Panther 1 and 2. Like, I know, like, a lot of fans are more interested in the series now, but I think even then, those 2 are too niche. I think those 2 are just, you know, too niche for, you know, a remaster. And a remake again would just butcher exactly what they are. Alright, away, leave me alone. America, fuck yeah. That's why we need the money, because I am very low on money. Again, Yakuza 3's speedrun, you cannot make more than 1 taxi mistake. You You can't even make one taxi mistake. If you make any mistakes with the taxis, then it runs over. Which I have done many times because my controller stops working sometimes. So I have to be very, very, very careful. You'll see why we're getting these locker keys in a bit. Oh, excuse me. I hope next chapter goes well. Obviously, I hope this chapter goes well, but this next chapter is what I am worried about. Oh. Yeehaw. Protagonist? Unlikely. They're getting better with their female characters, at least. But unlikely. Like, if you look at their, you know, like, you know, whole stick with Kiryu about not attacking, like any, like, women, like, it's just, you know, I don't think they're gonna do a game with a female protagonist, which does suck. But at least they're getting better in terms of, like, actual, like, representation with their more latest games. Like, obviously, LED having 2 party members, and then, obviously, Infinite Wealth having... I was gonna say hopefully more, but it is more. It is more. We know it's more. Like... Spin-off would be good. Spin-off would definitely be good. I would definitely not argue about that. Because, like, there are times that you can see in the series that RGG do good female characters, but it's one of those awkward things that, like, do I trust RGG to make, you know, a female character at first? I'm not 100% certain. I'm being honest. They're definitely getting better, but they have a lot of work to go. Fucking fight spawn. It's a lot quicker to run into the road for me to go here. Unfortunately, because of that. Go over here. Ugh. Lose a little bit of time because of that. Fight spawn. Yeah, Akame is great. I saw slander the other day. I saw people hating on Akame. Akame is too annoying. Akame shouldn't be in the game, etc. People, like, putting, like, the reason why people are mad about that is because of, you know, the Akame network stuff, which, don't blame Akame, blame RGG. Blame RGG for padding the game out, but blame Akame. There as a character is fantastic. Protect rolls in his enemies, yeah. Yup. Remelt? Yeah, no, I'm really hoping Infinite Wealth doesn't have anything like that. I am worried that they will. IGT have been very good about not having any kind of money walls recently. Again, Lost Judgment, like, Judgment has a really bad set of money walls in the game, but Lost Judgment doesn't have any. LAD obviously did. Gaiden doesn't have any, and I think the Akame network is kind of like the response to that. I think because you have the Akame network, you don't have any, like, money walls. We want to intentionally fuck up baseball. You want to hit the ball either really early or really late so that you spike the ball. That way you skip the cutscene of obviously, like, everyone running after the ball. This saves you, like, every time you do it correctly, it literally does save you, like, 5 seconds a turn. Like, it's ridiculous how much time this saves you. Give me infinite wealth? No one knows. Does it look like the video game is out? Once again, Yakuza 3 with its unskippable minigames. Hell yeah. This is better than golf, at least. You don't have RNG with this. No RNG whatsoever. You might also be wondering, why am I hitting the ball and not just letting it fly by? You have to hit the ball. That's why we are intentionally playing badly so that we don't lose time. Hey, PLA, appreciate it. Have a good day. I should be stopping outside my curry, but this is a decent run, so we are not stopping. We do not stop for decent runs. Could be a much better than it currently is. I could be like a minute ahead at this point, but still a good run. Still a very good run. I also think I forgot to... Well, not that stream PC, because that's Windows... That's Windows 10 error sound, or notification sound, rather than Windows 11. Which is a lot quieter. That was not your Windows, that was mine. Well, my internet's still going, so I have no idea what the fuck that was. I assume the capture card's still working, so I can see it on OBS, so I don't know what the fuck that was. Kira's mother sound there, that scream, that was my reaction to the Windows sound. Windows 11's notification sound is a lot quieter.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. At least USBs shouldn't be.
Oh.
Shouldn't be. I don't know. That was probably just like, that's probably something like Windows Defender or some shit. Like, which usually I don't get notified on that because, you know, I do have OBS running, so it counts as like a full screen application. Oh, you have to be super careful here, by the way. Akimoto's sub-story is literally on the beach. So we need to be very careful and like hug the wall here to make sure we don't get it. Which on the PC version of this is actually kind of harder to do because of, you know, the pretty loose movement. This bit sucks. This bit we have to run all the way to the market. And like... There's a lot of fight spawn places in here. That's the issue. This guy in front might be a fight spawn. Nah, he's fine. Right. It's a little safer, but it's also a little more dangerous because there can be one to our left as we leave, and it's like, you have to react to it. So for this bit, you are supposed to go and look around while Haruka does shopping. This is what constitutes as looking around. That's it. That's it. You just have to walk, like, past that little first intersection, and then you're fine. We'll walk back again. Not this way. That's fine.
Katika 5 Rido, greetings from Germany. Thank you for your cool content on Yakuza.
Nothing out front. Good shit. Yeah. That guy's a fight spawn on the left. Avoid him real quick. Good shit. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I only had like one fight spawn that entire bit. That was really good. That's very, very good luck. Neat. KDK, thank you very much for the tier 1 for 2 months. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much.
Hey.
Mac. Love Mac.
Oh,
So fucking upset that Mac got cut from Laddish, and I'm so fucking mad. I do want better representation. They have Mac right there. Mac for Infinite Wealth, please. Managed to bring back Bob, now bring back Mac. So this is the Revelation tutorial. We cannot skip this, again, obviously. You can in Yakuza 4, weirdly enough. How's the Yakuza 4? How's the Yakuza 4? Yakuza 4 does its own fucking thing. Famed Korean superstar, Illusion. He's not disgraced in this game. Yes, you have to do all incorrectly. You do have to pay attention during this, but... Actually, I don't think they're randomized. I think they're all the same. Yeah, it's all the same. The nice thing about this bit is that it's always the same, like, it's always the same option every single time, so we know it's the first option. They're always the same. They don't randomize, which is good. They could have done, but they don't. Yeah, we get this move, we don't ever use it. believe baseball bats are better.
Yes.
Yeah, at the very least, we do use it.
Bye.
We don't use it. Bye, Mac. Yeah, called by Taichi for a sub-story, which... Sorry, Taichi, but fuck off, Taichi. Oh. Interrupted by Mac here, which is fine. Tells us about the revelations. Grab this locker key. And then run back. We want to grab everything from the lockers at this point, because we're going to Kamurocho next. We're not back in Okinawa until, like, the end game. Which... That's an issue. So, we get the expulsion. Battle Blade. That sells for a shit ton of money. Another gun. We'll see what we use these guns for real soon. Blackjack amulet. This is important. And also a baseball bat. Good. That's everything. And then we taxi over with the last of our money to the monorail. I think we taxi, right? There we go. Hey, look, I'm down to 300 yen. As I said, money's very, very tight in this run. Money's exceedingly tight in this run. And it's off to Kamurocho. Also belongs in Jingwon. No. I also think that RGG should stop using the Jingwon Mafia. Really do think that RGG needs to move on from dumb trope of, hey, all Koreans are bad. They rely too heavily on it. Way too heavily on it. It's getting a little disturbing. Anyway. Tackle the way up to 5. Gets us a double finishing blow. Expulsion. Revolver. Bat. Find the remnants of the Nishikiyama family. Trying to buy Stardust for that little amount of money. These boys would never, ever sell Stardust to anyone ever. Such a weird plot point in Yakuza 6. It's like, these, like, you have this entire bit in Yakuza Freeze. It's like, you know, we'll never ever sell Stardust. And then Yakuza 6 is just like, oh yeah, we sold Stardust. Alright. Alright. Sure. I actually got the bounce, nice. So I want to kill all the enemies first so that we don't have any issues with what we're about to do. Hello, Hasebe. Goodbye, Hasebe. Please stop hitting me. Can I save a little bit of time in here? Looks like. Yep. So, one double action revolver has enough damage to take care of 2 HP bars of every single boss. Like, literally every single boss. Didn't gold, but I did save time. Yep. There was a sub-story info about Yuya, yes. In bloody Nagasu. Also, I see Kazuki on screen? That's a great question. That might be 4. Might actually be 4. I can't remember if we see him in 5. Because Yuya's in Nagasu, so I don't actually think we see Kazuki here. Yakuza 5. It wasn't in Yakuza 6. Alright, this is where shit gets hard. Hopefully we do not mess up this next fight. I'm a little concerned about this fight. Essence of finishing. Bat over revolver. Push on lefty pad. Bat up right. Now becomes a game of remembering where the fuck you left your items. we're going to take a little detour. It doesn't look like it, but we are actually forced to go a specific route in this chapter. But you can actually take a little detour here. The game doesn't make it very obvious that you can go down to the Popo that's at the bottom of Bank Street here. I thought there were an M store in this game. Yeah, it's a Popo. I'm going to grab this locker key. This is for another shotgun. This is for the broken M1985. Would you believe gun's good? Try to get this right. Flurry, finish, flurry. That's 2.5. 0.5? Excuse me. 2 times expulsion. As long as we do 2 times expulsion, that's the important part.
Let's go.
Shit, I didn't get the stun. I shouldn't have done that because I needed the other bat out. Yeah, that's an issue. Alright. Good fight. Put the stick down. Good fight. Jesus Christ, good fight. That's probably one of the best Ricardo fights I've had. Like, for a very, very hot minute. God damn. Alright, we've got to run. That's actually a very hard fight. It's very easy to drop bloody Ricardo with the shotgun. Like, sometimes Kiryu would just shoot behind him. I also missed one of my Feel the Heat solos, like, my like actual finishes, so I was actually a bit worried about that, but things went well. I hate these chase parts where there's like civilians because you just bounce off them. So we gotta chase Mac. What the fuck, video game? Yo, this is a great port. Yeah, wonderful. You can't finish off this chase until you get to a certain part, which is actually this part right here. The speedrun compared to those other RNG games, I like this speedrun. I like this run a lot.
Oh! Yes! Oh!
Freeze run is super solid. Freeze run is like a run of like 2 halves. The first half is a lot of like combat, and the second half is a lot of gun math. Do you need a math PhD to be able to finish this run? Joke about that often, but like our gun route for the end of this run is like exceedingly fucking tight. Like, to the point where we will be using certain moves at certain times. We want to open up the weapons store here. So this is a weird bit. This is not a sub-story, but this guy is, like, treated like a sub-story or, like, something like that. And later on, when we're with Date, we can go into the weapons shop and, like, actually buy the weapons that we need. But we can't open the weapons shop with Date. For whatever fucking reason. Thanks, Date. Staff, all the bats that have been used, the Shadow Blade should be 296, 420. Yep, good, perfect. Alright. Haven't fucked up our money route, that's good. You need 296, 420 at this point. You can sometimes have a little bit extra if, like, you know, like you've obviously, like, used up, like, one more bat, but you should have 296, 420 at the very bare minimum. Grab this key whilst we're here, because we need it. Open the lockers now. This is like the only time that we're by the lockers. Do this like while we can. That locker key is for the second Blackjack amulet. Which is the one downside to Yakuza Freeze run, is that this is very RNG as to whether or not this run continues. But also the next chapter is rough in terms of what we have to do. In that chapter. Curious if I'm going to be like actually saving any time with that Ricardo, because that's definitely a better Ricardo than I've had for quite a while. My movement has been kind of bad. Me and getting stuck on stairs in an RGG game, what a surprise. But yeah, I like Yakuza 3's run is actually really solid. Really, really solid. I like Yakuza 3's run a lot. A hell of a lot. It looks like I'll save a tiny bit of time. No, 3 has gambling. I literally said 3 has gambling in it. Yakuza 4 no longer has gambling. I lost time to that? Really? I'm actually a little surprised I lost that much time. That's genuinely a surprise. Also, ads are about to play in like 5 minutes. If I have a mod here that could snooze those ads, that'd be fantastic. Because then that way we don't lose anything in the set piece coming up. Could run them now, actually. Chase section. There's not much that happens. We have to run across Kamurocho. Might actually be a good idea. Too late now. So this is the first reverse chase section where you're being chased instead of chasing someone else. This first one is actually kinda nasty. It's a lot harder in the remaster than it is the original because the remaster has way higher NPC spawns. And unfortunately, turning the camera doesn't despawn them like when we're running around Kamurocho normally. Oh, fuck, I hate this. How the fuck did I thread that needle? I will never be able to understand that. Jesus. If we walk into anyone, we bounce off like you saw in the Mac tutorial. Oh, the Mac tutorial, that's why I lost time. Yeah, that's right. That's why I lost time. Oh. Yeah, that's why I lost time. Now I remember. I hate this part. I really hate this part. If you get really bad, like, NPC spawns there, you just bounce off and you get caught by the police. If you get caught by the police, it's not like an instant game over, but you do lose a shit ton of time. One time we do need to jump is here because we can't run to the left there. That guy will always get you. Good. Okay. Alright, now for a very annoying bit. 1, Kiryu, take your jacket off. People can't see the blood that way. 2, we have to follow Date to a safe house. You never guess where that is. If your first answer is Serena, yeah, you're fucking right. Of course it's Serena. But we can't walk too far from Date. And the issue is, if we start running in front of the police, we get dragged back all the way to the start here. Do that with the camera? Yep. And it does not despawn any civilians. I'm going to run the ads right now, by the way, because we have to do, like, running around. This way you will see all the set piece coming up. Otherwise, they're just going to play in the middle of the set piece, and that sucks. Now, you can push Date in this bit. The issue is if you push Date at certain parts like this bit, he'll stop and turn around, and, like, his path will get messed up. So I try not to do it on, like, corners and stuff. I can do it, like, a little earlier. Because I lose time by pushing Date, which is why sometimes I just won't. My push is, like, especially on the PC version, where, you know, movement is, like, really even more wild. Like, I don't like doing it when I'm, like, derusting. So. Yeah, it's the R1 button to do that with the camera in the chase sections, and yeah, unfortunately it doesn't despawn to, like, NPCs. If it did, we would all be doing it, but unfortunately not. It's also, like, the dumbest angle. Just gonna attack it. I wanted to get here so I could despawn these civilians, like, early, but I messed up my angle. I'm trying to push them away from Date. Go on, Date. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let's go. This one we just cut the corner. Just basically wait on Date. Date's the cutscene trigger here. Fucking Date movement here sucks ass. A bunch of voice conversations. Voice conversations are a lot quicker to skip by mashing in this game rather than holding R1X. It's the same with Yakuza 4. Every other game, apart from Yakuza 6, it's quicker to like skip voice text with holding R1X. For this game, we mash. Yeah, the game is now giving us, you know, A whole rundown on the enemies of the video game. Here is Hamazaki, the one character you do not fight in this game, but he does have a boss fight in this game. It's part of the inner fighter. So it's actually, like, optional content. Make sure you don't repeat, obviously, you know, same person. Hey, good, now we leave. Okay, so I am on the correct amount of bat usage so far, which means I have my half a flurry for the park coming up, which is good. Don't remember which bat I have not yet used. I can't remember if it's up D-pad or right D-pad. I think it's right D-pad. So... So Rikio has joined us in Kamurocho. He just, like, ran off after us. So we're going to get a whole bunch of, like, dialogue options from Rikio. The correct option every time is the bottom option. So it's nice and easy to remember. If you pick the wrong options, you'll be like, oh, that's a fight spawn. I see him. The issue with this bit is, like, with the camera panning up, you see how many NPCs spawn in? I see a fight spawn right in front of me. He moved forward. I should be able to just skip to the left here. And get past him. He turned. He's this guy on the right. He's literally that guy bottom middle screen. He saw me. He saw me during the text part. Did you see that? Wow. Fuck this video game. Fuck this video game. How dare you? That is cheeky. Anyway. As long as you are paying attention and pan the camera up every so often for, you know, where the fight spawns usually spawn, you'll be fine. You're completely fine. Again, Free has fixed fight spawns. Well, at least their locations are fixed fight spawn locations. This guy on the left, for example. Oh, hey, bud. You need to be careful with this guy, because, like, you have to get into the M store, and there is a little bit of a delay. I like the way that he just slid at the end. Very much slid. I have considered running them, but the thing is, I run everything on actual hardware, and capturing a PSP is a pain in the fucking ass. My PSP is a very early 1000s PSP, so it doesn't even have component out. You might also be thinking, well, idiot, just use a PlayStation TV, which, hey, here's one right here. Here's the downside. With the BP games, BP2 is available digitally. BP1 is not. So, yeah. There's a couple of RGG games. Yakuza 3, Kenzan, and Black Panther 1 that came out so early they don't have digital versions. Like, we actually do allow emulated BP runs, but I kind of pride myself on doing everything with actual hardware. So, it's more of a personal preference. With BP 1 and 2, because of the fact that, you know, getting, you know, a PSP capture is, like, stupidly unrealistic. We do actually allow emulated runs for them, but I just have a stick up my ass about not using emulated runs myself. So yeah, catching a PSP, I would require getting a PSP 2000, 3000, a Retro Tink as well. Shouts to that guy for walking back towards me. Why did my strong attack not come out again? This controller's busting. I've had this DualShock a while, to be fair, but this controller's busting. Okay. That's good. I don't... No, I still have my bat. Yeah, because we do one bat here, and then... We do one flurry here, and then we do one flurry for Kanda. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm still good. So... Broken M1985, bat, note self, bat's on right D-pad. Usually have it on up D-pad, but note self, bat's on right D-pad. Expulsion on left. Go on the right, it's a fight spawn. Oh. Good. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing, like, you know, cheap and easy, you know, ports of OG 1 and 2 and, like, the Kuroko games to, like, say PSN and PC. Like, in a release that's kind of like, you know, Atlus's Persona 3 portable, like, you don't need to do, you know, an absolute, you know, bells and whistles, you know, big HD remake or remaster like these games. Like, you don't need to do that. Like, just releasing them digitally, you know, as, like, for the people that are curious about how, you know, they were at the start of the series. I missed the one guy I needed to hit. This jackass. I don't know why I didn't do the mind there. Like, yeah, I should have, like, gut punch into full. Bad fight. Very bad fight. Oof. Terrible. 603, 406, 704. The order of the rooms we need to find Kanda in. Thank fuck this wasn't randomized. Can you imagine if Kanda was randomized in this bit? This would suck. That would, like, actually really suck. We never visit floor 5. So, that's good. The 3 is down this way. Yeah, Sakura Wars games also would be good as ports. The Sakura Wars Wii game was actually really good. That was my introduction to the series. I actually still have the one on PS4. I haven't played it yet. I do need to. That is hit. Fire extinguisher. We used to use the heat attack with the extendable staff, but this is good. 6, all the way at the end. Not worry about the fire extinguisher being in my hand. This will make me drop it automatically. That's why I'm not wasting time to, like, throwing it away. Do it again. Issue with this is that the sofa on the floor above can now be in, like, a really awkward position. Speak of the devil. And 704. Is this one right here? Okay. Alright. This is where shit gets hard. I gotta concentrate a lot for this fight. You can very easily lose like 45 seconds in this fight. I shouldn't have done that. I needed the other shotgun out. I fucked up. How did... Yeah, I got punished. Yeah, I was like, how did I not get punished? I got punished. Fuck. Yeah, what you're supposed to do there is you're not supposed to essence a finisher when you're at a shotgun, and you're also supposed to shoot immediately after the feel the heat. I'm fucking stunned I didn't get punished the first time for that. Like, really surprised I didn't get punished the first time. I should have been punished, but I wasn't. And then I was, because I fucked up after that. Do this in old-fashioned way. This is why we have Kamaki knockback reversal. Fun fact, he can do that, like, multiple times. That was still an okay fight for me fucking that up. Like, that could have gone way worse, but that's fine. It could have gone way worse. It could have gone better. That could have gone worse. I'll take that. I'm gonna lose time. That's fine. Shame because the rest of the chapter was actually really good up until that point, but that's fine. I got time save later on, so. Funny QTE literally lasts a minute. Like, speedrunning. Why would we do funny QTE? Where are the fight spawns? This one. The big issue with this bit is where are the fight spawns? There's one to the right. There's usually one ahead of me, so I'm being a bit careful here. Good. Now we're good. Have to be very, 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 very exceptionally careful here. Because Ricky is going to ask us if we pay together or not, which we split the bill. We do not say it's our treat. If we say it's our treat, we spend so much fucking money on Rikia. Money is exceptionally tight. As I said, you cannot make one wrong taxi trip in this game. If you do, run's just over at that point. Which, hey, I've got to make a taxi trip coming up after this. And then, obviously, for this menu, you want to make sure you say, separate ways. We tell Rikia to go play the Resi 4 DLC. Go and have fun, my dude. It's a good piece of DLC. It's better than the original. They actually outdid themselves. Good job, Capcom. Good job. This bit's usually fine for fight spawns. Up here, that's a slight danger, but not usually an issue. They're talking about Mr. Try and hit me, but obviously we don't do Mr. Try and hit me in this. And then see our bud Kamiyama. And this is also a good, very good example of, like, you know, quality of life stuff. To reload guns in the old Yakuza games, we have to go see Kamiyama. And it's its own menu, and you can't do all of them at once. You have to do them all separately. Like, literally separately. Like, at least in the newer games, you know, I have to do all of this, thank God. And this should leave us with 102, 420, or around about that. Perfect. That means we are good on money. If you have a little bit more than that, because that can happen sometimes, that's still fine. Like, as long as you're at 102, 420 bare minimum at this point, you are on the correct money route. Because this is literally where, you know, I cannot fuck up any kind of money. I cannot, like, fuck up purchases. I cannot fuck up these taxis. If we do, the run is just over at that point. You cannot make one single mistake. If you make a single mistake, that's it. Also, note to self, don't forget to put items away in the next chapter. Or the chapter after the next one, idiot. Because you do forget to do that every so often. If I don't put away the shotgun, we're in big trouble. That's a fight spawn. I just walked past the fight spawn. It didn't see me somehow. Unfortunately, it's not at the end of the chapter. You think, you know, I might be about to save a bunch of time. This is the HLA. We do get interrupted by the HLA, and we do get dragged over to the HLA office. This is also a point of potential contention for the run, because there are really nasty fight spawns between Nakamichi Alley and Serena. So, this is bad. This is also bad. This is also a very nasty part. By not having weapons to reload. It's true, I can't reload a sword that I have broken on some man's face. The next chapter is the shortest chapter entire game. Funny how that keeps happening with RGG runs. It's like the middle chapter is like the quickest one. It's the same for even like modern day RGG. Like with bloody LAD, like chapter 8 is like the quickest chapter in the entire run. Gaiden's a little different. I think chapter 1 for Gaiden is the quickest. Chapter 2 is the longest. Chapter 3 is okay, and chapter 4 is okay, but now we gotta run back, and this is the dangerous part. Be very careful with where I'm going here. Yakuza 3 is like, there's a couple of Yakuza runs where you don't actually have to worry too much when running across like Kamurocho and stuff, and like I can like pay attention to chat. Yakuza 3 is not one of those. Look at this fight spawn. Look at this guy right here. Good. If you walk too close to them, even when going behind them, you will start a fight automatically. Fight spawn in front of Serena, the evil one. Boo! Fuck you. Fuck you, my dude. It still looks like I might save a tiny bit of time here, despite fucking up Kanda Skip. That's interesting. Because in my PB, I definitely did not fuck up Kanda Skip. But Kanda Skip is like the hardest like trick to pull off in the run, for sure. Genuinely. There's so many things that can go wrong in that fight. Like, if you push Kanda to the right where the hot tub is, like, that really fucks up. I was gonna say, there's no way that's a gold, but like, if I'd have got Kanda Skip, I'd be saving like another like 20 seconds here. So that's kind of frustrating. That's like twice I can say in this run. If I didn't fuck up X skip, then I would have saved an extra 20 seconds. So. Pain. A note to self, expulsion is on left D-pad. That's the one I need to start with. So, we have a very, very, very specific set of things we need to do to Majima to skip the Feel the Heat in this next fight coming up. This is a much nicer Majima fight than the one earlier in the run. But we do have to do things very, very specifically. So it looks like you can run to the left there. You can't in the older engine. Or at least not in this game. Very specifically not in this game. You can in Yakuza 4. That's Yakuza 4. Again, I am taking my time with my taxis and making sure they're correct. Must not make the wrong taxi. I make one wrong taxi, run is just dead. Because like, I don't have the money to taxi again afterwards. We wouldn't have the money to get back to bloody Okinawa. So I will show you now the pushing NPCs when they're walking part. I didn't with Date earlier because it's a little scary and I fucked that one up. But with Majima, you can push Majima along quite a fair bit. You have to be very careful in certain bits. Like, you can actually, like, walk into Majima and, like, push him, like, backwards. Which is really bad. So his AI pathing can sometimes do weird things. So these are some good pushes. I'm happy with some. I could have actually got to his left there, I think. This is actually a lot harder to do than it looks, considering, you know, PC movement is really weird with Yakuza 3. There were actually some good pushes in there. I'll take that. I'll happily take that. Those were some much better pushes than I usually get with Majima. Alright. Left D-pad. Up the entirety of the expulsion. One broken M1985 and one broken shot. So we need to do a little bit of damage to Majima at first, which can be a little annoying in this fight. Get on the bloody ground. You fucking jackass. That'll do. The issue here is we have to be careful because of hitting the side of the cage. We need to do the essence of finishes. Please get the other shotgun out. Thank you. Please get the other shotgun out. Do need that. I'm glad he stayed on the ground there. He actually gave me a really, really forgiving pat in there. that should not have worked as well as it did. Note to self, put the fucking guns in the box, you dumbass. Because we need to sell the empty expulsion. Otherwise, we don't have the money, and if I discard the expulsion, I don't have an expulsion to sell. There's a mistake I did when I last derusted Yakuza 3. This chapter is also one big long set piece. This is, like, a hard chapter to be consistent at. There's also a skip, like, fairly near the start of it that also requires you to, like, do relatively well. Like, don't miss gunshots, which, boy, I'm gonna miss gunshots. Have been. Good old loud call. I don't know why my pause button wasn't working. Once again, voice cutscene, you know the drill. Spam the button. I should be eating my curry. I'm upset. A nice curry for dinner, and I was supposed to be finished with the stream at this point, but oops. Alright. I love this music as well. Like, this is something that happens in a lot of, like, RGG games. There's no music that really plays, like, you know, when you're just running around. But, like, there's certain points like this here and in Yakuza 4 with Akiyama. Just, honestly, I like it when you get music like this. Like, it makes these bits feel like, you know, this music right here makes this bit feel like it's, you know, really high stakes. So, use the item box. We're going to put away the DLC item, the empty expulsion, that, and our 2 empty bats. Beautiful. We want to keep the Blackjack amulets, and we obviously want to keep our guns for obviously what's coming up. So the important thing is we have 2 broken shots left, and we have a revolver. We need those for the end boss of this chapter. And again, it's so hard to run in a fucking straight line in the remaster for Yakuza 3. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so with the first fight here, hopefully I'm going to hit enemies towards the left-hand side because there's a bunch of objects that obviously we can use bounding with, like so. That's hopefully going to punch him while he was on the floor. Drop your guard, you jackass. Go in a bit, so I won't be able to hit him too much more after this. Essence of Finisher is also really good for these guys, if you can get it. Which I should have had at least one there, but I fucked up. Right. I think there's a new method to do this next bit that I don't fully remember what to do, so I'll do the old-fashioned way. But we want to grab these guys' guns. Hey. You kill one of them, the other one actually fizz. Could you all fucking stop for once? Excellent. Again, Essence of Finisher is not bad because it just kills most enemies in one go. I would like the gun, not the plant. Why? There's one gun. What happened to the other gun? Please do not tell me it went out of bounds, because that's going to be real fucking bad if it did. It might have gone out of bounds. No, it's all the way back here. How? I guess that was the position of the heat attack. I guess. Alright. Hey, we have to defeat here the officer. You'll never guess which one of these guys is the officer. I certainly can't tell. Definitely not, you know, that guy. So we want to make sure all shots hit the officer. If we miss any shots, then I can't do bike skip. I'm actually going to do a little bit of damage to him to make sure I can get bike skip for him. I'm losing a little bit of time to doing this, but I just want to make sure I have enough bike skip. Nice. Fuck you. Alright. That should be enough still. So bike skip involves this guy who has a bike, would you believe? We are going to run past these guys, and you see the guy with the bike up ahead. We need to basically kill him before we spawn in the other enemies, which we can do if we have, would you believe it, a gun. Beautiful. That's bike skip. That saves you a good, like, 10 seconds. Otherwise, we would have to, you know, pick up, like, an actual, like, weapon or something like that, and it'd be a pain in the ass. I had another shot. Actually, I had another shot. That's still fine. Good shit. Actually, I had the bullets left over for that. Fuck off. Shoot you. Shoot you. Throw the gun into the arena. Grab this gun and walk it in. Because that'll be, like, near my hands. You'll probably guess at this point, guns are pretty good. But not on every difficulty for Yakuza 3. Not everything. But on easy, they are. Nice pain in the ass. Nice, good hit. Sometimes he blocks that. I'm happy he didn't. Good shit. Also, something that I haven't mentioned earlier that's really weird with Yakuza 3. Chase sections like this are based on your difficulty level. They get a lot fucking harder. This chase on, like, a harder difficulty is really nasty. Alright, I'm not getting killed. That's fine. You can kill him, like, on this corner if you don't miss the first hit. But I missed the first hit like an idiot. I'm losing, like, 2-3 seconds out of that, so that's not great. Okay, we're finally done with the officer. Finally done with his ass. Avoid that guy. There's a couple of enemies here that are always guaranteed to... There's a couple of enemies that are always guaranteed here to hit you on the way through. Like, not this guy, but this guy. So just be careful. Ignore the man with the bike. Try not to pick up any of the healing items. I did pick up one earlier, which is bad. This guy fucking sucks, so I usually try and attack this guy whilst I'm attacking the fence, because, like, fuck this guy. You're usually not that aggressive either, fuck you. Love guys with swords. Suck. Once you pick up a gun, everyone gets feared. Be a little careful around this next corner. These two sword guys suck. Yep. Guy with gun. Guy with a bike. We're gonna throw, obviously, this gun into the fight arena. Run backwards. Avoid these two jackasses. Fuck you. Grab this gun, which will fear them. And then throw this one in as well. Good. So we need to use both pistols against this guy, and hopefully hit him with throwing them both. By my foot, which is nice. This one. Ideally hit him with one broken M1985. Hopefully get the feel, the essence of finisher even. And then finish him off. I wanted to make sure I put my shotgun away because I have sometimes missed the essence finisher with the shotgun out, and I obviously need that for this fight. So, that can't long. Not a hard fight if we have to set up correctly. I'm not losing a bunch of time in this chapter. That sucks. Shoot him. Essence of finisher. Quite that, Colin. Actually sad I'm losing this much time. I didn't think that was that bad of a chapter. Oh. And now comes the point where the run dies. So, this chapter is where we are going to do our big gamble. That is a bit of an issue. This run now relies on RNG to be able to finish. We need to win the high-stakes bet during Blackjack. The high-stakes bet will occur during rounds 6 to 11.
Yeah.
With the Blackjack amulets, we can obviously, guarantee that we're going to win when we have them used. However, that doesn't actually guarantee we're going to win. The dealer can also get Blackjack, which that would be bad. That would be the end of the run. We can also not win the actual bet itself. Like, if the high stakes is on round 6, we cannot use the second Blackjack amulet, at which point we have to win that hand manually, or the run is over. There's a lot of things that can fuck this up. So, this is a little temperamental. I do need to concentrate quite a fair bit here. If we buy chips, we should have 100,000 yen for 1,000 chips. Let me go to high stakes. Blackjack. Here. Okay. So, I just be concentrating on, like, how many bets I do here with the amulets. So, this is 1. So, as long as it doesn't turn up on the next one, we're doing okay. 6. 7. Ideally, we get it on the next one. 8. 9. You do this to me. High stakes. Do not Blackjack. Good. Okay. Route. Oh, good. Alright, run continues. I go into my items. I'm going to discard everything that we've got. That's why you don't want to pick up, like, too many items previously. Run continues. Thank fuck. Thank fuck. Change all those chips for 20 platinum plates. Make sure you remember to get the plates, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's the scary part of the run over with. That's the RNG. Right. So we know at this point, like at the end of this chapter, we'll know roughly what kind of time we're looking at for the end of the run. There is only really one more giant bit of RNG to go, which does happen in the next chapter, and it involves the dickhead next to me. Fuck you, Ricky. Fuck you, Ricky Nosk. Wrestling is fake, damn it. It's like the last or second last voice cutscene in the game. Alright, Sunflash, have a good day at work. A decent 3-hour stream, actually. Probably about 3.5 hours by the time we're done with this run, so we might have to do a super long stream later. I will be breaking to go and get some dinner after this run, and then we'll do an evening stream afterwards. I didn't want to start a little earlier, but I'm going to be a little late because of how long it took to get a run going of this, but... Cool. See how I waited there? The amount of times that my controller has fucked up on that one specific menu. I am too used to my controller not fucking doing the input for that taxi. I'm not losing this run. This run is a good run so far. This lad. I also think I have my time save in the finale in this run. And the South 70. So, we do have enough money for the guns, but we don't have enough money for the taxi back to... Well, yeah, we don't have enough money for the taxi back to Okinawa. So we do need a little bit more money, and that's why the expulsion is in our item box, because the expulsion will sell for a good amount of money when we go to the weapon shop in a second here. spawns. Good. So if there's no fight spawns here, all the fight spawns are going to be the same when we grab Date here in a second. So I know that route is completely safe to go back. Like, I know that route is just completely safe to go back down. So we're going to do that now. There's a fight spawn ahead of me there, but we're not going that way. If there were nasty fight spawns this way when going to get Date, I'd go the other way. But I know immediately that there's no fight spawns here, so I can just run back this way. Really genuinely nice. There's not a fight spawn on the left. He looks like he is. Not. You can get a fight spawn next to his taxi. Once I saw it wasn't there, I knew I could go here. The guy on the right is not the fight spawn. The guy on the left is. Hopefully we don't get the nasty fight spawn outside of the weapon shop. No, Date. Not waiting up. I gotta go. It's a speedrun, my dude. Fight spawn there is fine. Yep, good. Okay. Fantastic. So. Sell. It's a little easier to do this menu obviously here. Go. Now, I have the money back to get back to the canal. So, what do we do with that 3 million yen, you might be wondering? I buy 13 illegal guns. We buy 13 illegal guns. This is the second half of a Yakuza 3 speedrun. Because, trust me when I say these guns are fucking busted. But at this point, we now need to be very careful. Ideally, we do not miss shots. If we do miss shots, there is a point later on in the finale where our route will converge and we can, like, build our shots back up. But ideally, we don't miss any. Unfortunately, this chapter is literally called The Plot because Yakuza 3 keeps forgetting it has a story. So we have to literally sit through... If you, like, actually watch this is, like, literally 30 minutes of exposition from Tamiya about the entire plot of Yakuza 3 and the reasons why everything is happening in the background. Because the last few chapters have conveniently forgot that that's happening. So, you do have to sit through the plot. But thankfully... most of Yakuza 3's plot is CG cutscenes. And on the PS3, all CG cutscenes are skippable. They're the only skippable cutscenes in games. So, thankfully, most of this is actually completely skippable. Thank God. Shoutouts to Yakuza 3. Here we go. And then this is our last half of Yakuza 3 speedrun. Hope you enjoy. Move away from them. Is annoying, so is this guy. Okay, no miss shots, good. Again, if I miss a shot, it's fine. I can fix that later. Note to self, up D-pad. That's like 0.0 off of my gold, because it just flicked over. Like, you shouldn't be losing any time in that chapter, but you do if the bet for the blackjack is obviously a later one like I had. Majima brooding in the background. Money is far too tight. Money is if you make one wrong taxi, the run is over. That's how tight the money route is. Guns cost too much. But yeah, the finale of this run is literally gun math PhD. You'll understand when we get there. It took a very long time to meticulously route out every fucking bullet that we need without misses. A pain, because there's one enemy you can miss against. I do that quite often, sadly. So, we gotta go back to Okinawa. The first time that we did this, Haruka bought our ticket, which is why we didn't have to spend money to get here. But now we have to buy our own, which is why we need the 30,000. And if you don't sell the expulsion, aka you don't put it in the box, you don't have the money to get back to Okinawa. Right one next to me is good. Perfect. Wondering why I'm avoiding the street on the left? There's a sub-story there. You can see it with the giant green question mark. Fun fact. RNG added the sub-story markers to the Western version of Yakuza 3's remaster. They were not in the original Yakuza 3, and they weren't in the original Asian version of Yakuza 3 remaster. They got patched in later. So, thanks to the Western branch of, RNG for doing that for us. Good shit. Actually good shit. Always nice when I don't have to remember where sub-stories are in a speedrun. Because they do get in the way a lot. They're good, but they get in the way. But the issue here We have to go see Tamiya's secretary, Toma, who's been working with Joji Kazuma. He is in a meeting. This meeting is going to take like 2 fucking days, which means that we have to waste our time. And unfortunately, Taichi is no longer in the house. Taichi is about to go wrestle, and Taichi is about to die. In-game. Not really. Taichi is supposed to be going to do shopping. Now, unfortunately, this is going to lead into the very final big RNG part of the run. And this could literally lose me the entire run. Like, I could literally lose 45 seconds to like a minute and a half coming up right here. Which is really dumb. So, Taichi and Mitsuo are wrestling. You want to not hold R1X coming out of this cutscene. If you do... Oh, fuck, I got it anyway. If you do, that happens. And Mitsuo just, like, teleports backwards and takes longer to run to you. Damn it. It's funny when it happens. It sucks. Hey, I can't believe Taichi's heckin' dead. So Taichi had a really bad attack when he was doing wrestling with Mitsuo. And unfortunately, the doctor says, it's asthma. Which basically means that Taichi's wrestling days are over. Taichi bloody loves wrestling. So Rikia has the grand idea, I fucking hate this idea, of having a, quotation marks, fake wrestling match. I can't believe that wrestling is fake. Unbelievable. Real to me, damn it. So unfortunately, we are going to have to go and wrestle Ricky Mask. And unfortunately, Ricky Mask is wildly RNG. The reasons you'll see as we go and do it. We need to go back into town to get the text. You have to, like, make 1 step outwards to make sure you get the text. So I'm holding, like, left as I go through this loading screen. Double text there. And there we go. He sets this wrestling ring up real quick. But unfortunately, we have to do a set of predetermined moves in a row. And unfortunately, Ricky's RNG, or Ricky's AI, I should say, is fucking nasty. I can either save time here or lose time. We're about to find out. My PB wasn't perfect. But we have to do certain moves in a row. I also have forgotten the first one. I think it's a throw for the first one. Second is a drop kick. Or no, second is another throw, which is fine. I'm going to punch him so that I can grab him again. You do that in a little bit. Like, thanks. This is a drop kick, which this is easy to do because you can get him while he's standing up. And this is the problem. Get knocked down on purpose. He actually did the correct one. Holy shit. Rikia has a couple of ways. Really? That missed? It was too early. Rikia has a couple of ways that he can knock you onto the ground, like this. That doesn't count. Also, this is a problem. I didn't expect him to be giving me this much problems here. I missed my dropkick, and that's really bad. I didn't miss the earlier one, would have been fine. This is also a little awkward. You have to do, like, a heat attack, but he has to, like, not be doing any animations. And you have to be, like, a certain distance away. I lost time, even though I had good RNG on the knockdown. That's bad. I don't know what this is going to look like at the end of this chapter, because that was pretty bad. That sucks. That's a bad Ricky Mask. But all the wrong reasons, actually. Weirdly enough, for the wrong reasons. Yeah. Taichi actually has an allergy to buckwheat, so he doesn't have asthma, so Taichi can keep wrestling. Fuck you, Ricky Mask. Fuck you. Terrible. Garbage part. The top answers are the quickest options, so go for those. I think I have a little extra money to be able to taxi in this part, but I don't actually remember. I'm not gonna play this nice and chill with the way that I know works. I think I have spare money. Because that toughness infinity. That's a fight spawn. That guy right there. Thanks. These people look like fight spawns, they're not, thankfully. I'm fairly certain I have the spare money to taxi in this bit. There's no real good taxi spot up here is the issue. this sub-story we're walking past right now, we actually used to do that sub-story in the wall. Jesus Christ. We used to do that sub-story in the run. This guy on the right is a revelation. We want to watch out for the 3 that are walking around here, remember? They are still walking around, and if we walk into them, they are a big sub-story that will kill the run. This is going to be a big, long bit with Haruka, unfortunately, but... There they are, look. Be very careful when coming out of any conversation around here. That guy fights one. That guy on the right is... I don't know if the guy walked towards me or not. This guy is as well. Ouch. That fights once. And this guy on the left? No. That's good. That's good. Fight spawn luck is, rough. Jeez. You just have to wait for all the dialogue to go through. This bit is just more important for your movement and not getting into fights. Not going to be doing a fight for like the next like 10-15 minutes. It is what it is. It's just this is again the reason why I keep saying to people like you will not like a Kiwami 3. Like you will still do all of this in Kiwami 3. Kiwami 3 does not fix everything that you dislike about Yakuza 3. Like, stop remaking and stop wanting remakes of games outside of Dead Souls. Like, there's no reason for this to get a remake. Like, not every game in the series needs a full-on remake. Like, at this point, RGG should be focusing way more on newer experiences. Newer games like, you know, your Gaidens, etc. Like, all that money that could be used for, like, a Yakuza 3 remake that you're still not going to enjoy even if it's remade, can go towards something much better, like, you know, new Gaidens that you will enjoy, because they have new ideas. They're not bogged down by, you know, being a bloody very, very, very early PS3 game. It's the one cutscene you don't want to hold forwards in. If you do, you will lose time. Because for some reason, holding forwards there makes you run backwards. Don't know why. Don't question it. It is what it is. There are just certain rules that you have to listen to if Yakuza runs, and that's one of them. This guy's still here. I'm gonna go this way to be safe. That guy right there. Alright. And now we wait. Hopefully do this fight well. Hey. May make you run forward. No. Sadly not. No, you just run backwards. Laid back, man. That's not me. I'm the one in the pink floor shirt. Excuse me. So for this bit, we just wait until, like, these two come back. Thankfully, it's the same every single time, but we just have to wait. Gotta wait and see every time. Wait and see. We do. Person after this should be the policeman. Do afterwards. Wait and see. And see. Now we step in. And now we punch. Hello. All fucked now. What happened to my drink? Spouting myself. This is a very easy fight. Just move slightly to the right, punch, and goodbye. Oh, I missed him. Well, that's losing me a bunch of time as well. Not only was Ricky Mouse losing me time, this is losing me time as well. Fuck. This is a bad chapter. Gotta have some time saving the finale, because this is not going too hot. Yeah, Haruka did this shady business because she thought she overheard these two idiots talking about not having enough money at the orphanage. They meant themselves. They mean the orphanage at all.
Yeah.
So, all this is one big misunderstanding. Fantastic. You can sum up pretty much most of Yakuza 3 with the words, it was all one big misunderstanding. Let me go home. Which, there's no sub-stories during this bit because you have Haruka with you. There are fight spawns though. Be careful of that. I saw one to my right, to the right of that marker, but I did. This guy's a fight spawn. Good. Yeah, I think I'm losing time in this chapter because of Ricky Mask. Yeah, you know what pace you're on for the run at the end of this chapter. There's really not much, difference at the end of this. You get to see the great PS3 walk animation coming up here. Again, early PS3 era walking animation was fantastic. Wait till you see Haruka turn up next. So now dealing with Ayako. Again, how's the Gaiden? Proud of her. Lass. Good that animation, but watch this animation. When we leave here. Look at Haruka's animation as she comes around the corner. Fucking arms wide out, fucking arm power walking here. So yeah, we got to deal with Ayako's problems because the other kids are taking advantage of Ayako's, big sister nature, which is gonna lead into. Yup. Oh. T-posing as well when you're loading. Ayako lent for a new toy for Mame was spent elsewhere. Shiro's homework was overdone, which Shiro didn't tell Ayako it needed to only be 400 words. Excuse me. We gotta go find Ayako. After we roast all the kids. I'm pretty confident. Taxi in this book. I'm going. I'm pretty confident I have spare money. So we roast literally all the kids, which honestly is fucking unfair for some of them. Because some of them, like with Rina at the end there, is literally just like, hey, who gave you those clothes? Yeah, Ayako did. Why is that a problem for Rina? She can't afford her own clothes. Kiri, you should be supplying new clothes. This should be you. You shouldn't be spending all your money on illegal guns, my dude. Canal. Bloody Rina's fault. What's she supposed to do? That's fine. Be good. Can't sneak through there, really? Yakuza free, please.
Huh?
Ah! Didn't see you there, sir. How are you doing? God, I was paying attention instead of looking at chat there. Jesus Christ. We can't go too far to the right there because the free schoolgirls that are there are a sub-story. Part 1 of 7. Thanks, yeah. Their sub-stories are actually alright. We were talking earlier about the sub-stories. Yeah, they're alright. I like the sub-stories. So, this begins the Ayako chase section. Obviously, Ajji aren't going to let you catch up to Ayako and tackle her to get her HP down. So this is all fixed in terms of, where you need to go, how much stamina there is. But Ayako fucking cheats, as you'll see. Please don't get stuck. Nice. If she gets stuck here, you can actually game over here, which is wild. Yeah, all of this bit is completely fixed. So we just need to make sure we don't fall too far behind. We also need to be very careful. There'll be some times where Ayako runs in the middle of the road and you can like take the sidewalk like that. If you do, you game over. Fuck knows why. Game's stupid. Also, bear witness here to the 12-year-old girl who has way more fitness than this full-grown man. Kiryu's fucking struggling. Too many cigarettes. This is fucking me trying to run around after like 2 minutes. You can skip on this one, which is nice, but later on in this bit, you can't. So yeah, we're just gonna run around again. Luke's probably wondering what the hell we're doing. Isn't that those kids from the orphanage and the guy who runs the orphanage? What the fuck's he doing? Is it nice to see them all getting some good exercise? Also, it's like super weird. If you look to the left here, like there's like actually a blockage of like cars. Like as soon as we go around this corner, they're gonna be gone. No, however, Ayako's stamina was supposed to run out, and the UI has conveniently disappeared. Hey, Jates. Oh, the blockage is gone. But this bit, when she runs to the left, do not cut to the right. You cut to the right there, it's a game over. Don't ask why, it's stupid. It just is. You'd think it'd be faster. It is. But it's a game over. Follow Ayako. There's no reason not to. 48:30 here. Yeah, I'm losing time, I think. This is not looking good. Fuck you, Ricky Mask. Absolute jackass. That is the last time we have to deal with the kids and their problems. Now done. It is now time to go back to shooting everybody in the video game. It took literally an entire fucking day and a half, but Toma's finally out of that meeting and we can go and see him now. Christ. Alright, note to self, up D-pad. Need to start with the gun on up D-pad. For every boss from now on, or most of them, they're going to start with more than 2 HP bars, and that's going to be a little bit of an issue. So we need to do a little bit of extra damage before we use the full revolver. So I need to start using the revolver that we half emptied with the previous chapter, which is up D-pad. That's why I have to remember the positioning of my gun.
Oh my god.
Everything is bloody important. Is this guy a fight spawn? No. Also, you can have a fight spawn right in front of this guy you need to speak to. Fuck that. The worst shit ever. Angelo, thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate it. Honk. Alright. Up D-pad. Hello, Joji Kazuma. Please don't punch me. As you can. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Beautiful. It's also hyper important you do it that way because that stops you seeing the mid-fight QTE. If we were to do 4 shots, that would be bad. I was only lost 3 seconds there. My Ricky Mask in my PB is terrible. So going into the finale, we are looking like we're going to save 30 seconds. It's not a guarantee that we will, of course, but it's looking like it. We haven't missed any shots yet either, which is really good. Good. Yeah, because this chapter, we're not going to lose that much time, if any. I am if I don't skip these cutscenes. Anyway, Taichi in the club. Why Taichi thought he could come into the titty club. Taichi, it's time to go home. You're too young. Maybe later. But now, this is honestly like a really, like, this bit just doesn't, it shouldn't have any, like, discrepancies to it. It should just be as normal. It is literally just a set piece. So as long as I don't mess up my menuing, we'll be fine. Yeah, it's a dumb plot point, but honestly, this series has had dumber. Mirror face. Oh, constantly moan and bitch about Mirror face for as long as he lives. No, I don't accept... The rubber bullets is not a smart plot point, but I also don't think it's the series' worst plot point. Do I think it's a good one? No. I think it's the worst one? No. You can have both. Bullring. So, the bullring here is what actually becomes the stereotypical Amon arena for the rest of the series. So, we're going to use up the rest of our gun on up D-pad, left and right are done at this point. Not the map, you fucking idiot! What did I say about not making a mistake in your menus? Stop you from getting close to me, thank you. I'm losing time. Note to self. Right D-pad. We just need a full one revolver for Tamashiro, and I've used left and up. Ideally, just go in a fucking clockwise or counterclockwise direction. Don't fuck around with the menu. Do I currently have a mod in the chat? Is there a mod that is available? It is Tamashiro. Tamashiro is a ridiculously easy fight the second time around. It's like Tamashiro 2011 or something like that. No. I'm losing time because bad menu. Doing a menu correctly. Idiot. Alright, so we're 26 seconds going into this, so we are sub 202 pace. I think I actually have a shit ton of time save in this chapter, because I think my PB had the bad finale. Think. I'm gonna find out. Guess I do not have a mod around. Please no rioting. I want to snooze the ads. I do have a chance to do so here. Where you get to see the rest of the run. Yeah, now you can see why we panned the camera down. Look at how many fucking civilians spawned in. This is Rick Langley of the CIA. I don't know why I love the fact his name is Rick Langley, but I do. So dumb. It's such a dumb CIA name. It works so well. I said do not riot. Not yet. Later. Riot later. Not yet. God, I'm going to be late for tonight's stream. Fuck. I actually am. Alright, speak to T-posing Haruka. She's asserting her dominance. Go to Toto Hospital. That's it. That's a video game. Now, in the finale. The nice thing is when leaving Serena, we shouldn't get fight spawns in Yakuza 3 when going towards the taxi. It's really nice. In Yakuza 4 onwards, yes. The Yakuza 3, when you leave Serena, you should not get a fight spawn here. It's good. That's the bob. Alright, this is where gun math PhD comes into play, so I'm going to have to concentrate for the rest of this finale, I'm afraid. Auto hospital, please. Thank you. I had way more spare money than I usually do. Could have taxied more, honestly. Okay, so. D-pad again. Third set of guns. 1 down to 14. Ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think some of my shots actually missed there, which is really bad. Let's do this wrong. Fine. They're all on the outsides of this fight. This sucks. One, 2, 3, 4. Reload that to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Good. That was good. So lefty pad is my 14-shot revolver. That's the one we're going to use next. As I said, this is gun math PhD. This is very important that we don't fuck this up. And I don't miss shots coming up. I have, and I can, and I will. I do not want to, because I will literally lose the run. 2, 3. Please. Definitely having controller issues. The guy on the left here that has a grenade, watch out for him. This guy. Good. Yeah, that guy you can miss. That guy sucks. Untouched gun should still be right D-pad. Gun. Launch grenade. This guy, so he doesn't hopefully interrupt me here. He's going to. You. Ah, thanks! Piece of the bed crew, thank you. Push this guy to the right. That way he can't hit me if he shoots here. So this is the untouched gun. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is now 11. This one is 10. That's empty. Good. Last time, because we are going to have them play during the final fight. Which rather not that happen. Time-wise, this isn't looking good so far, but that's fine. Bit of an issue in the lobby, but should still hopefully PB. This might not be a sub 202 anymore. Excuse me. Oh, a lot of hernia problems today. This curry is gonna fuck me up. Right D-pad gun. That's the one with 11 shots. In fact, you can shove Ricardo out of bounds this fight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And has less than 2 HP bars. And we need a full gun. Have our 10 now. The 10 bullets we have left are the last bullets that we have. We have one final set of free guns after that. So the enemies in the lobby require literally 10 bullets. Also give us 2 guns. Miss. Grab the guns, throw the guns, the vase is in the way. Rude.
Let's do it.
So we need to shoot Ricardo with both guns and also hit him with the thrown gun. Good. Perfect. Good. Good, 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 good. So we use the last 3 shots. you can understand why I said this is like very meticulously routed. We're down to 7 and 15. And that's it. GG.
Kiryu-san, これがあなたの最後の戦いで
It's
す。
a shame because this is a really cool fight when you do this
思
casually.
いっきり来てください。
We ain't doing it casual.
言われなくても遠慮はしね
Can't remember if this has an auto split on the
え。とこ
final
とん
kill.
やってやるぜ。行くぞ。キリアー。うわ
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Bye bye. GG. Toto. Hey. Lots of mistakes, but hey. Good stuff. Good stuff. Ugh. Fun fact, you get content ID'd on YouTube for the intro to this fight. Like, this era Sega, like, content ID'd, like, cutscenes. It's really weird. Alright, GG. Could've gone better. Could've gone way worse. That's not bad, considering I fucked up Candace Skip. Fucked up Candace Skip, messed up Tamashiro, won. Messed up Ricky Mask. I could have PB'd. This could have been a sub 201 if I hadn't messed up those 3 things. That's annoying. Those are like big time losses. I'm also really surprised that chapter 5 was a time loss. Because like, it was a good Ricardson fight. It was a very good Ricardson fight. Like one of the best Ricardson fights I've ever had. I'm messed up in the Mac tutorial, which that doesn't happen. GG. GG. Thanks for all the GGs. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go get curry now. I was supposed to end this stream an hour ago and get curry, so I'm gonna go and end this stream now, and I'm gonna go get curry. I want curry. I'm gonna go get curry.